I was looking at NBA.com's power rankings this morning, and the Spurs stats that they shared, all I can say is, you better be excited.
Go, Spurs, go, 'cause the Giants stay.
What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. And these stats that I found on NBA.com, all I gotta say is, blew my mind, and I wanted to share it with you, the Spurs community. So let's get into it. Of course, while I'm doing so, drop a comment down below. Did any of these stats surprise you, or were they as expected? Our San Antonio Spurs preseason record, not 4-0, it was 5-0 NBA.com. And their offensive rating was 3rd, defensive rating 11th, and a net rating 3rd. Okay, like what I'm seeing. Granted, preseason, there were some blowouts, still a step in the right direction. However, these other stats, these takeaways, I'm excited, and I hope you're excited when we go over it together. Victor Wembanyama played bigger and stronger, taking 31, which is 70% of his 44 shots in the paint, up from a disturbingly low 37% last season. Rolling more to the rim and sometimes bullying. That's right, bullying opposing bigs under the basket. His free throw rate, 57 attempts per 100 shots from the field, was also more than double his rate from last season, 22 per 100. The added size, the added girth. Wemby is now becoming the irresistible force, the immovable object we all know he could be in the paint. I love it. We have been saying for I don't know how long, Wemby, take more shots in the paint, take less threes. You can be so dominant. Well, maybe he didn't have the size to do that then. He's got it now, and I love the results that we're seeing with Wemby in the paint. Let's talk about our rebounding. Even if you take away their win over the Loon Lions, which apparently you did, you said we were 4-0 NBA.com, the Spurs would have ranked as the most improved rebounding team in the preseason, having grabbed about 55% of available rebounds over their 4 games against NBA opponents. Wemby grabbed 22% of available boards while he was on the floor over those 4 games, up from 16% last season. Since this channel started in April of 2019, rebounding has been an issue. Are those days finally over? I hope so, and I think so. And we don't even have Jeremy Sochan yet, who is a good rebounder. And then something to watch in week 1, and not even week 1, I think the whole season. Double bigs. The Spurs played 24 preseason minutes with Wemby and Luke Kornet on the floor together, a.k.a. Wrench Vanilla. I'm not a fan of the nickname, but apparently it's here to stay. Somehow grabbing 64% of available offensive rebounds and scoring 83 points on 52 possessions. That's 160 points per 100 possessions in those minutes. Twin Towers 2.0? Maybe so. I don't know. But I think the double big look, as they say, may be the way to go in critical moments. And I can't think of one, and I hate to say this, but immediately when I read that, and I didn't have this plan to say, but when I think critical moment, of course, I'm going back to the NBA Finals. I'm thinking Ray Allen. I'm like, man, if we had 2 bigs like Wemby and Luke out there, if Timmy had been on the floor, you see where I'm going with this. I don't want to talk about it anymore. But the double big has worked much better than I ever thought it would. With Luke not being a stretch 5 and not taking threes, I thought, this might inhibit their ability to score and think, It has worked out to perfection. I know it's just a preseason, but everything I'm seeing has me excited. And quite frankly, Spurs fans, I can't remember the last time I was this excited about the Spurs' upcoming season. And we haven't even seen De'Aaron Fox and Wemby together. I want to just sit back for a moment. Think about that. De'Aaron Fox, an all-star, clutch player of the year, steals leader, one of the fastest players in the NBA. We haven't seen him at full Fox because he was injured all last year, and we haven't seen him with this level Wemby. Just think about that again. We saw him for 5 games last year. Fox injured and Wemby on his way to being out for the year because of a medical issue. We haven't seen peak Fox or this new Shaolin Monk Ninja Scorpion Sub-Zero Mortal Kombat finishing version of Wemby together yet. It is going to be scary for the other teams. I absolutely can't wait. And I got to say, it is going to be one heck of a ride watching this team. Watching our new Twin Towers, watching Wemby and Fox, year 2 Stephon Castle, year 1 Dylan Harper and Carter Bryant. The guys that hopefully prove us wrong, like Keldon Johnson, Devin Vassell, Jeremy Sochan. I can't wait for the ups and the downs, and it's going to be amazing. Whether you've been here a week, a year, or all of it, from DeRozan to DeJounte to Keldon to now Wemby. It has been an amazing ride, and it's only going to get better. I think that's what we're forgetting. As exciting as this is right now, we haven't even seen our team at full strength. Mitch is clearly doing better than he did last season, and big help, I'm sure, is the coaching staff around him. But he hasn't reached his ceiling yet, has he? I don't think so. I know there's some Mitch naysayers out there. There's actually quite a few, but I believe this team will achieve. I'm going for some rhymes now, and I'm just sitting here thinking we haven't seen everybody. We haven't even seen peak Wemby yet. Let's also not forget, and yes, I know the turnover Spurs fans, but we're just now seeing this new version of Wemby, this new crushing his opponent, seeing him driven before him, and hearing the lamentation of the women Wemby in the paint. This is just the first year of that. That is going to get better. My goodness, what is the eventual ceiling for this team? I'll tell you what I think the ceiling is. The rival to the Oklahoma City Thunder, and it's going to be the best rivalry in the NBA for the next decade, with Wemby versus Chet Holmgren, SGA, Castle, Fox, Williams, etc. This is going to be an amazing decade of destruction for our I'm excited, so I'm starting to fumble my words, for our San Antonio Spurs. We haven't had something like this ever on this channel. We haven't had direction since the channel started. Yeah, DeRozan was a good player. Was he going to be the guy to lead us to the next level? No. DeJounte Murray then took the reins for 1 year. Was he going to be the guy? Nope, not even on the team anymore. Keldon Johnson, hey, Keldon, love you. Glad you're back to number 3. Was he going to be the guy? Nope. We now have a franchise player to build around. And the leaps we've seen him take from year 1 to year 2 and now this year, and he's only going to get better. Let's not forget, a lot of our guys are in early 20s. What's Wemby right now? 21? And he's going to get better. It's going to be an amazing ride, Spurs fans. I say, you know what? Let's finish with a prediction here. Prediction for Wemby's year, because you guys asked about it. And Fox is going to offset his scoring a little bit, but there's no doubt in my mind that he can't score over 25 points per game this year on an efficient, heck, he might be 50, 37, 85-ish, which would be incredible. And rebounds, 12 assists. He's passing the ball more. He'll probably pass a little less with Fox in the lineup, but 4.5, 5 assists per game, 1.5 steals, 4 blocks, defensive player of the year, and top 5 MVP. I say he finishes, let's put this on record now. Victor Wembanyama next year will finish, we won't be the best team in the NBA, so that's going to hurt just a little bit. I'm going to say Wemby finishes 3rd in MVP voting. There it is. Come back to this video in, June and see how close I was. But Wemby finishes 3rd in MVP voting next year and is Defensive Player of the Year. The Spurs win 50 games and make the playoffs. Win the first round, get knocked out in the second. Finish the 6th seed. There you go. There's all my predictions. You guys have been asking. There it all is. Drop a comment down below. Your thoughts on the NBA.com stats. Am I crazy with my predictions? Hit the thumbs up if you like support the channel. And subscribe to become part of our awesome Spurs community. I thank you, and as always, go Spurs, go!